Hello, my name is Ben from Life Transformation UK, and today I wanted to talk about what I believe is the key to happiness. Now, there are a lot of people who have a lot of different ideas about what the key to happiness is. My personal belief is that the key to happiness is self-love. Now, it is pretty well known that you cannot get anybody to love you if you cannot love yourself first. It just is not one of those things that happen. After all, could you truly love somebody who hated themselves? It puts you massively across purposes. Not just that, self-hatred, self-loathing, it does nothing but bring you down. And I would know, because I was in a very dark place when it came to loving myself a few years back. There was a lot of self-hatred there, and a lot of anger towards who it was that I was at the time, and decisions that I'd made, and things which were entirely out of my control as well, and all of it came back on me. And so in that time I struggled to fill that void with any number of things, thinking that if I just found the next relationship, that hole would be filled up, and it was not the case at all. Because I had to learn over the course of many years that nobody will love you if you do not first love yourself. So the first thing that I would recommend is self-compassion, being compassionate towards yourself, forgiving yourself as well. Because we all make mistakes. We make big mistakes, we make small mistakes, but you can forgive yourself. You can be compassionate towards yourself. Most of the mistakes that we make are not hugely life-altering. They're just things that happen in everyday life. Taking a wrong turning on the way to work and making yourself a few minutes late is no reason to beat yourself up over. Yes, punctuality is important, but at the same time, in the grand scheme of things, being 3 or 4 minutes late is not a huge deal. Even being 2 or 3 hours late is not a huge deal. So develop compassion for yourself and your ability to forgive yourself when things go wrong as well. My advice to people is to treat themselves like they would treat a friend. Now, if your friend made a mistake and they started talking to themselves in the way that you very likely sometimes talk to yourself in your mind, saying things like, oh, I'm so stupid, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do anything right. Would you let your friend talk to themselves like that? Would you let anyone talk to your friend like that? I have a feeling that you wouldn't. You wouldn't let anybody talk to your friend like that, let alone themselves. So why would you let yourself say those things to you? Mistakes happen, and that's okay. That's just part of life. So treat yourself like your best friend, and don't let mistakes bring you down. As I've said before, learn to forgive yourself, learn to feel compassion towards yourself. One of the major things to also consider is not comparing yourselves to others as well. It doesn't matter how much you know about a person, you will never know their entire life. So there's no sense in comparing yourself to anyone else in life, because it will never be a fair comparison. There will be areas of your life in which you shine brighter than they do, and there'll be areas in their life where, again, they'll have the advantage. But you shouldn't compare yourself to other people, because it will never be a fair comparison. You aren't the same person. And I know that it's easy for me to stand here on camera and say, well, stop comparing yourself to other people and then you'll be happy. Of course it is a lot more difficult than that, because we are hardwired from when we are very, very young to keep comparing ourselves to others and to keep pushing ourselves forward. But it is one of those things that over time we can learn to let go of, because it doesn't really matter what the Joneses across the street are doing. It doesn't matter what that influencer on Instagram is saying. It doesn't matter about any of it. All that matters is what you are doing with your own life. So the last thing that I want to say is that you deserve to be loved, and that has to start with yourself. You have to allow yourself to feel that from within first of all, because only then will you be able to receive that from the world. If you're blocking that feeling of love from within yourself, any love coming from outside is just not going to make it in. So you have to start with yourself. And that is the key to happiness. So if you found this video useful, feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the Life Transformation UK channel as well. You can also head over to the Facebook page, Life Transformation UK, and leave a like on there and follow for daily life transforming content and free monthly giveaways as well. But as I said, I hope you've enjoyed the video, I hope you have found it useful, and I will see you in the next video.